Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Fitriati Nabila from Associate Degree or Day 3 of Accounting 2018 at Jakarta State University. On this occasion, I will present my internship report at PT Mitra Mandiri Konsultindo. Chapter 1 Introduction. Background of the internship program. In Indonesia, there are several education pathways, one of which is formal education with the level of higher education diploma program. For diploma education program, the goal to be achieved by graduates is to be able to master application techniques and real practice in the chosen scholarly field so as to provide graduates with readiness to immediately jump into and compete in the world of work. Therefore, Jakarta State University, as one of the universities that provide the diploma program, conduct internship program for students to provide an overview of the world of work environment and can be used as a benchmark for the abilities that students must possess and develop to be able to compete in the world of work in related fields. And because I'm an associate degree or Day 3 of accounting student at Jakarta State University, I also carry out the internship program. In the very broad field of accounting, I had the opportunity to carry out the internship program by becoming an intern at the tax consulting office by Mitra Mandiri Konsultindo and placed in a position as junior staff. Purpose of the internship program. 1. Study the use of accounting in the tax reporting process. 2. Understand the calculation for the nominal of Surat Pemberitahuan Masa or SPT Masa that must be paid. 3. Understand the usage of eSPT software application to create SPT Masa document to be reported. 4. Can use the official website of Directorate Jenderal Pajak or DJP for taxation activities. Benefit. Benefit for practitioner or students. 1. Become a program for students to practice the knowledge received during the lecture period in a real way in the world of work. 2. Helping students to hone and develop skill to be able to compete in the world of work. Benefit for Jakarta State University Faculty of Economics. 1. As a program to prepare graduates to be ready to compete in the world of work. 2. Building a good relationship between the university and the company where students do internship program. Benefit for PT Mitra Mandiri Konsultindo. 1. Helping companies in carrying out their operational activities. 2. Provide a choice of prospective workers who are deemed in accordance with the criteria and needed by company. Place and schedule time of the internship program. I carried out the internship program in the PT Mitra Mandiri Konsultindo, a tax consulting office that provides tax consulting services and tax reporting services for individual taxpayer and corporate taxpayer for about 2 months starting on January 25, 2021 to April 2, 2021. Chapter 2. General Overview of the Internship Program Place. Company History. The company where the practitioner carried out the internship program or PKL activities began with the independent tax consulting practice which was carried out at the home of the founder in 2003. Then in 2008, it developed into a firm with the joining of business partnership partners named Mitra Duta Jasindo. And in 2016, changed its name to Mitra Mandiri FA. Then, 3 years later, after the end of the collaboration with business partnership partner in 2019, a limited liability company or PT was established with the name of PT Mitra Mandiri Konsultindo. Company structure. In PT Mitra Mandiri Konsultindo, where I carried out the internship program activities, there are 7 divisions of position, consisting of managing partner, tax consultant, accounting staff, bookkeeping staff, taxation staff, administrative and financial staff, and human resource development. Company general activities. PT Mitra Mandiri Konsultindo provides services namely 1. Attorney at tax court. 2. Consultation in terms of tax audit. 3. Tax audit. 4. Accounting services. And 5. Tax administration. Chapter 3. Implementation of Internship Program. Fields of Work. 1. Journalize cash-in and cash-out transaction data of clients. To do this task, the practitioner is given package box contain the archive ordered from evidence of the client's latest cash-in and cash-out transaction that have not been recorded in the client cash-in and cash-out journal, along with the client's financial report Excel workbook, which contains many worksheets, each of which is used in the manufacturing process client financial statement by member of the accounting staff. Then, identify and journalize the transaction data in each of the appropriate columns in the client cash-in journal and cash-out journal worksheet. Once completed, the Excel workbook will be given to the accountant staff member who gave the task for review. 2. Journalize bank-in and bank-out transaction data of client. To do this task, the practitioner is given package box contains the archive ordered from evidence of the client's latest bank-in and bank-out transaction that have not been recorded in the client's bank-in and bank-out journal, along with the client's financial report Excel workbook, which contains many worksheets, each of which is used in the manufacturing process client financial statements by member of the accounting staff. Then, identify and journalize the transaction data in each of the appropriate columns in the client's bank-in journal and bank-out journal worksheet. Once complete, the Excel workbook will be given to the accountant staff member who gave the task for review. 3. Recap client's monthly tax that has been reported. In this task, the practitioner will do the recap of SPT masa PPh pasal 21, PPN, PPh pasal 4 ayat 2, and PPh pasal 23 for client that has been reported. And to do this task, the practitioner take the archive ordered that contains of copies of the client's monthly tax document that have not been recapitulated and given an example of the client's monthly tax recap Excel workbook that has been carried out by a member of the bookkeeping staff. Then, input the data from the copies of the document in each client's monthly tax recap table with the appropriate column in the worksheet. Once completed, the Excel workbook will be given to the bookkeeping staff member who gave the task for review. 4. Archiving and tidying up copies of client tax report document and supporting evidence documents. To do this task, the practitioner is given documents that need to be made copies by member of the taxation staff. For monthly taxation, the documents that need to be copied are Bukti Penerimaan Elektronik or BPE, Surat Pemberitahuan or SPT, attached forms of SPT masa, supporting evidence documents such as Surat Setoran Pajak or SSP, or Surat Setoran Elektronik or SSE, proof of tax payment, and any other forms of documents that related. For annual taxation, the documents that need to be copied are BPE, SPT tahunan, attached forms of SPT tahunan, supporting evidence documents such as SSP or SSE, proof of tax payment, financial reports, and any other forms of document that related. And also given Excel workbook contain an example of delimiter. Then carried out process from copying to tidying up, archive copies of the document using the tools available at companies such as copier, stapler, binder clip, order, printer, perforator, and filing cabinet. 5. Fill in the individual taxpayers SPT tahunan PPh data in the available form. To do this task, the practitioner is given supporting document of the individual taxpayer client concerned. That is, copies of the client's personal information document such as Kartu Tanda Penduduk or KTP, Nomor Pokok Wajib Pajak or NPWP, Kartu Keluarga or KK, and others. The client's asset and liability or debt recap documents at the end of the year. Document of proof of PPh masa withholdings along with the proof of tax payment, client income and expense recap documents, and any other related documents. Then, given an Excel workbook containing a worksheet of a replica of SPT tahunan PPh form for individual taxpayers with the type of form that adjusts the criteria of the clients concerned by taxation staff. Then, given the client's DCP online account information and the client's email address, and requesting a printout of the client's SPT tahunan calculation data to a member of the bookkeeping staff. After that, the practitioner inputting data from supporting documents and calculation data of the clients concerned in worksheet of a replica of individual taxpayer SPT tahunan PPH form in each appropriate section. Once completed, the Excel workbook will be given to the taxation staff member who gave the assessment for review. After checking and declared correct, the Excel workbook will be converted to PDF and sent via email to the client for approval. While waiting for approval, the practitioner will log in to DJP Online using the client's account and go to the e-form section to obtain an electronic form of SPT tahunan PPH. After obtaining the client approval, the practitioner re-enters the data in the workbook Excel into the electronics form, and after completed, the electronics form is given to member of the taxation staff. 6. Makes calculation and report SPT masa. In this text, the practitioner make a calculation and report PPH pasal 21. And to do this text, the calculation process, the practitioner is given an Excel workbook for calculating PPH pasal 21 along with supporting documents sent by the client in the form of an Excel workbook content listing details of daily workers, an Excel workbook content listing detail of permanent employees, and a soft copy for details of labor contribution of Badan Penyelenggara Jaminan Sosial or BPJS employment by members of the taxation staff. Then, the data from the supporting document for calculating PPH pasal 21 will be transferred to each worksheet and entered in the each appropriate column in the calculation worksheet to be calculated up to the total amount of tax that must be paid by the client concerned. After completion, the Excel workbook for calculating PPH pasal 21 will be given to the members of the taxation staff for review. In the reporting process, the practitioner is given a database for the ISPT PPH pasal 21 application and proof of tax payment of the client concerned by a member of the taxation staff. Then, the data from the client's PPH pasal 21 calculation Excel workbook will be entered in each appropriate section of the SPT masa PPH pasal 21 via ISPT PPH pasal 21 application. Upon completion, the database will be given to the taxation member who give the tax for review before being reported. After the SPT masa PPH pasal 21 that already filled declared correct, the practitioner will be given a CSV file and PDF file of SPT induk from the client's ISPT PPH pasal 21 application database and given the client's DJP Online account information. Then, the practitioner will report through the e-filing section of DJP Online website to report the SPT masa PPH pasal 21 of the client's concern. Obstacles. 1. In sometimes the application or website used to do a tax experiences an error and takes quite a lot of time to return to use, so that impedes the execution of assigned tax as soon as possible. 2. Some of the assignment given have a lot of documents that must be read and entered manually, so that it requires the practitioner to be very careful in carrying them out, because if an error occurs, the practitioner must re-examine the work of the practitioner and fix it, which will take quite a lot of time. How to overcome obstacles? 1. When the application or website experiences an error, the practitioner must take the initiative to notify the staff member who assigned the text to the practitioner about an error, and ask the practitioner supervising staff member whether there are other tasks that can be done first while waiting for the application or website back to use. 2. After working on the text that requires accuracy, the practitioner is expected to recheck the assignment to avoid mistake. Chapter 4. Conclusion. 1. Practitioner can learn the use of accounting in the tax reporting process. 2. Practitioner can understand the calculation for the nominal of SPT masa PPh 21 that must be paid by the client. 3. Understand usage of ISPT PPh pasal 21 software application to make SPT masa PPh pasal 21 documents that will be reported. 4. Can use e-form to get the electronic form of SPT tahunan PPh for individual taxpayers and e-filing to report SPT masa PPh pasal 21 which is available on website Direktorat Jenderal Pajak or DJP online. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for your time and attention. I apologize if there are any mistakes in the material or the delivery of the presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.